Yo, how's it going, everyone? It is that time once again. We are back for the early Dokkan stream, bright and early UK time on a Wednesday morning. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's give us some more boosts here. But yeah, how is everyone doing today? What if what is suspected to be part 2 instead of GT? Wait, what? Something is suspected instead of GT. I had a quick look at Proton's page when I was setting up the stream just to make sure I didn't see any, like he hadn't posted anything from the file, like the data download stuff. But unless it's a reply to someone else, I haven't seen Proton post anything. Trunks. There's an asset found in the files. Oh, isn't this a thing that, like, actually I saw someone else had reposted something. It wasn't Proton, but like it's just like a new Trunks sprite or something. But it's just Trunks like on his own, so it doesn't imply like Vegeta and Trunks EZA is actually coming or anything like that. It's just a standalone Trunks. It would be funny if after all of that speculation, and like we even mentioned it on the podcast, that it wasn't necessarily 100%, that Omega Shenron leak is actually for like something after the GDC, and part 2 is just still future. Alright, well, the data download on global has happened now, so that's good.
Alright, let's do this.
Would you be disappointed in an active skill fusion for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? I wouldn't know. Like I said before, like I wasn't disappointed that they didn't fuse in the first place anyway. Wow, Rose, what the hell? The Zamasu EZA comes out at a super random time. It comes out at like 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow instead of 5. It's like 3 hours earlier than usual. Interesting. Yeah, exactly. Like the physical, we have the physical year 4 LR, we have the int one who should get an EZA, and then if the new one just has an active skill, I don't think it's the end of the world. Obviously, it's not what we would prefer in some cases, but I mean, I guess again, like if we've already got a standalone one and he's getting an EZA, which he would if we were getting a new, like sort of GT themed thing and a new Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Definitely jumping to conclusions. The sprite set for Scythe Rose was also updated, yet he's nowhere to be seen. Well, the Scythe Rose is the rage mode for Int Rose, right? Who has the temporary buff for the GDC. Hoping and praying it's GT. Yeah, I mean, until I see something more concrete, like I still think it is GT with the Omega leak, but because we've seen sprite updates and stuff like that in the past, and nothing has happened. Like the things like the Piccolo and Goku thing for the EZA and all that kind of stuff. Like It happens. There's a link for physical Tapion. Shout out to Bringer. Is it bad to use my coins for LR Omega Shenron? What, the carnival coins? Or pity coins, do you mean? We're getting training in the clouds. Yeah, training in the clouds coming back is probably one of the biggest hype like things. The best link level event of all time is returning. It's Dokkan World. Yeah, I thought I'd seen it while I was setting up for the stream, but yeah. Yeah, Big TX, how's it going? But yeah, I'm assuming they maybe mean pity coins for the part 2, because obviously Omega's not currently available with coins, is he? Because he's not on the banner. So, but if we get Omega standalone in part 2 and a GT Carnival LR, like it's almost a given that Carnival Omega would be on that Carnival banner. But yeah, the Carnival LR Omega Shenron is terrible. Even with a new Omega Shenron, I don't know if he would be usable anymore with like the post-anniversary power creep, but... Do you have every freezer unit link leveled, or are you a fraud? I mean, I've got every single one that's like a TUR and an LR, because I have all my TURs and LRs link leveled. But yeah, I mean, if the new Omega gives like a massive amount of support or like damage reduction or something to allies, then the AGL one could still be decent. I will not listen to facts and logic when discussing the most inner vacuum unit ever. Yeah, that is Omega. Omega is the ultimate example of a unit where even if the kit seems like it's really good, if they're locked to like the worst team in the game, then it's like, oh. Not really very useful then, eh? Because Omega being super good is all well and good, except that he's only good on GT bosses, which is a terrible team.
All right, let's do this.
2 supply boosts here. I wonder if I'll ever see an entrance animation that deals damage. That would be kind of funny, but I don't know how useful that would be. I mean, some events it would be, obviously, but for most events, the first phase is the easiest. Like, I guess it would only be useful in one-phase fights. But... oh my god, what is that? Someone posted a thing about the new training in the clouds thing, and then put a horrible, like, gif on it. But yeah, so the training in the clouds thing coming back, you're going to be able to exchange for those blue medallion things again, and it seems like we're getting unique equips for physical Vegio Blue and AGL Rosé and some others. I think, actually, did someone post them in the Discord? I don't think they did. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so physical VB, AGL Rosé, in LR Fusion Zamasu, and then there's some future specific ones, and so they should all be available with those blue treasure things that you get from the Training in the Clouds. But yeah, annoyingly, the person that I saw posting the thing about it had the image and then a weird GIF that had a guy shouting on it. But yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome. Train with the goat in the cloud for link levels. Yeah, let me double check my freezers. Let's have a look. Wicked Bloodline. Where's Sworn Enemies? Is that green? Because then if we do Wicked Bloodline, it'll have all the freezers. That's blue. Okay, there's that guy, the reward one, the like from ages ago. Oh no, that's the spare SA5 copy for when that guy finally EZAs. Yeah, because that's the actual version of him. Is that the free to play GT one? So yeah, there's a couple of freezers that I haven't link leveled apparently. If you reversed int Goku and Frieza and link leveled him, he has different links as a TUR. No, I have not. I haven't done that. Too many people are putting their eggs into this idea of another free-to-play team for part 2. Yeah, I mean, I think there's a possibility that they could do one, but I definitely wouldn't be of the mindset that, like, I think it's super, super likely. Because it's very rare that they do stuff like this in general, and doing it twice in, like, the same celebration is probably... And there you go, these are updated now. So yeah, clear the new Zamasu event and do the new team battle event stage thing. This resets in 10 days. Have I done the...
Do you want to taste the power
Yeah, I've
of
still
the
got to do
ultimate
one more
android?
run through. Yeah, shout out to Super Campra for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. We are back up now. We are 13 subscribers away from being back to 30,000. We're only 2 members away from being back to 150 as well. Shout out to all you guys that have been coming out and supporting the channel. But yeah, let's do this. I actually can't remember like what teams I've even got set up for this now. Now I've got my demonic power team. I made a Vegito team for just absolutely destroying the last phase. Because it's much quicker than when I did the video, because I used a team that wasn't like super crazy offense based. And so when I first made that video of like the battlefield run through, it took quite a while. But yeah, Fusion Zamasu drops tomorrow. It's in like 17 hours or something. It's the schedule thing is on Dokkan Info now. Yeah, the fact that both Part 1 units are the same typing means that the it's very likely that the Part 2 ones will be as well. But yeah, Fusion Zamasu EZA is out in like 17.5 hours, which seems very weird that it's that early, but it's like 3 hours earlier than EZAs usually are, 3 or 4 hours. Category specific equips are from the tag event. Oh, okay. And then yeah, the character ones will be from the shop. Wonder if the Part 2 Carnival LR is going to start with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Yeah, I would imagine if they're going to do a reversible exchange similarly to the Part 1 characters, then it will start off as Vegeta, and Vegeta will have the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta Fusion active skill. And then I imagine Goku will have like the Dragon Fist that he does to Omega. It's earlier for JP. Now the data download for Global's out now, so we can see the time like for both. Oh yeah, so the other one I made was Giant 8 Power. Mega could just be another celebration and just happen to be a mistake. Yeah, I don't know, would they have changed, like, would they have put something in the files like 6 months early? Maybe. It's happened before, I guess. But, like, I think probably not. Plus, Tanabata last year was full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku and then Omega. So it seems weird that Omega would then be Tanabata again, like, the next year. But as the Dokkan Fest. Also, the Dokkan Fest is like the big Part 1 seller. I don't think Omega is like hype enough to be the Part 1 Dokkan Fest of Tanabata. Plus they usually do the Part 1 Dokkan Fest as a superclass character. Not to say that it couldn't change, but if that would stop Global. Well, I'm just saying the time is already in the thing for like when it goes live, is in the files. So unless they changed it to make it wrong, like from now, like we know what time it's dropping. We are global. But yeah, shout out to everyone who's here for the stream. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Super 17 will totally become relevant with Omega's lead. Oh yeah, totally. I mean, if Omega has power absorption or inhuman deeds, or some combo, I don't know. Because yeah, I think I pretty much made a team that's like all pure Saiyans or fused fighters. Yeah, Pure Saiyan and Patara, so they get the buff. He's got a temporary buff. You get the full leader skill from Gogeta. Also, I'd probably rather just put you on there. This is going to have a full superclass team. Part 2 banners revealed. Not yet, no. Yeah, that's the one thing that you can almost be 100% certain is going to change, is that chance to get key on hit is going to change to just get key on hit. Like, because, my goodness. Even when he came out, I don't think there were any units that had that, but there were already characters that just guaranteed got key when they got hit. So, like, why they gave him that, I have no idea. Just like the worst, like, random nerf for no reason. Zamasu ain't going to be hard. It raises his attack in 2 turns up to 3,000%. That's pretty insane. Yeah, it always annoys me the free-to-play Super 17s have big bad bosses, but not the Dokkan Fest. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would they do that? Of all things, give the free-to-play ones big bad bosses, but not the actual, like, Dokkan Fest. Yeah, it's like, what? So weird. The power of the Ulm Android on a 220 lead. Yeah, I mean, I will definitely, we will definitely be memeing around with Super 17. But yeah, this will be a lot quicker than the team that I did it with before. Man, imagine how good the STR like 17s that fuse into Super 17 could be with a good EZA. Like, they weren't completely and utterly terrible, like irredeemably terrible. They just had a bit of weird design. Like, they could have been a lot better, but yeah, with a good EZA they could be really, really good. Okay, so Proton's posted the thing for the global data download. I mean, it could just be the fact that, like, Trunks is one of the bosses in one of the new event fights, and that's the reason why the sprite is better. I don't know. Five fights of Battlefield is so much better. Well, this is only 3 fights. Well, I guess you could say technically 4, because this guy has 2 phases, but it's still 1 fight with the same team, so... A Goku Black with a Rose attack active skill. That's one thing though, I hope, like, I don't mind it with the fusions from this celebration, like I've said before, but I don't... No, I would be a bit disappointed if they start doing, like, a lot of transformations and fusions and stuff as just active skills. And that would be a bit disappointing if they start doing that, like, regularly. Yeah, 5 teams, 3 fights. So you have 2 backup teams. See 17's EZA now. Chance to get 34% damage reduction. Chance to get key on hit. Chance to do additional super. Now, hopefully, he's one of those units that needs the redemption because his original release was so bad. So, I am really hoping that his EZA is good. I won't be surprised if it's not, though. Let's be fair. enjoy the shorter battlefields. The normal is too much. I mean, yeah, I think the normal one was fine. I was just obviously like used to it, but it did take a while. Yeah, Mandalorian Legion, how's it going? Yeah, I saw that, the Int Blue Vegeta card. But they also, the problem is, the Tech Trunks is in there, who only EZA'd fairly recently. I think the thing is, they are bosses in the upcoming stage, so I think that's probably why their art is in there. Because you fight that Int Vegeta and that Tech Trunks as stage 3 of the team battle event. I don't know if this event's probably not hard enough that we need to worry about the gods like having to transform straight away. I got a few people, replies from people who weren't happy that I'm not impressed with Zamasu EZA. Was that in the comments on my video or somewhere else? Because I'll have a look. But yeah, I mean, Fusion Zamasu's EZA, he seems like he's going to be decent, but he doesn't seem like super crazy or anything. I mean, if they update the private server that I use before tomorrow, like, I might do a private server showcase today, but... Let's see. I love me some character exclusive skill orbs. But yeah, I have seen calcs for his defense, and they're not as high as like we would like them to be. Truth had a great point on why the blue tags are better than Rose and Zamasu. No. It might seem like a good point, but because I disagree with it, then it's not. I don't even know what it is, but... Yeah, no, we've seen the calcs for it. Even though he massively raised his defense, like, apparently after getting 4 supers, his defense is like 2.8 million with 30% damage reduction, which means he still gets killed by, like, all the hardest hitting bosses in the game if they super him. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We got 66 people in the stream and 18 likes. There's almost 50 people in the stream right now that have not liked the stream. So make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps out the channel. You get to help me out completely free, because the more likes the stream has, the more likely YouTube is to show my channel to new people. 3 supers is 2.8. Okay, the post that I saw said 4, but... My bad, Ningen, I just liked. Hey, it's all good. I know some people just forget sometimes. That's why I like to drop a reminder, because, yeah, sometimes people just forget.
This will be over in a second.
Do the attack in slot 3 so we can get the extra attack and guaranteed crit. Alright. Yeah, he doesn't offer support. I mean, that's the problem, though, which is something we do have to remember, like, always with the EZAs, is EZAs don't usually ever transform a unit from something that they're not before. So, like, Int Fusion Zamasu was never a slot 1 unit, so it's very unlikely that his EZA was going to make him a slot 1 unit. Especially with the fact that they just released the Rose, who is the slot 1 unit for the team. Like... That's usually the way it goes. Like, Fusion Zamasu before already had most of his buffs on attack and then built up by receiving attacks. So, it's pretty much never going to be a slot 1. Like, it would have been nice, but... But yeah, that is true as well, though. The team having another slot 1 option would make the Zamasu part of the Rose card that a little bit more useful. Like, I mean, I can see both sides of the, of like wanting him to be a slot 1. It's just the fact that he wasn't one before. Yeah, the casual full damage cap damage by the Vegeta active skill, by the way. But yeah, Vegito Blue just casually getting absolutely destroyed by this Vegito turn. Not really surprising, all things considered. But yeah, like Zamasu, he seems good, but he's not like crazy. Yeah, imagine if he stacked defense on all of those 12 key supers. Oh boy. Like, that would be so good. Normals. I mean, I didn't say normals. I said supers. Like, he's going to be tanking normals fine, which is good. Yeah, it's like Broly, how Broly was the unstoppable tank, and then every Broly that they released, like, early on in Dokkan was a glass cannon. It's like, what are they doing? Oh yeah, that is true, technically. Yeah, fully built up Rose. I think his normals do like 7.5 million, I think. So they would kill Zamasu. What's the reason to talk about supers if he'll be in slot 2 or 3 every time? Because not every single boss in the game always supers in slot 1. I mean, I've got literally multiple videos now up of the new Rose and Zamasu event, and I get supered in slot 3 by Rose all the time. And slot 2, to be fair. If every single boss in the game only ever supered in slot 1, then I guess you'd have a point, but they don't. So In fact, let me work out, because what's the... If he's got 30% damage reduction, he has 2.8 million after, like, 3 supers, which is what he's guaranteed to get. And then it's just a case of whether you get the hidden potential or not. So let's do a 5 million damage super, minus 30%. 3.5. So yeah, he dies to a 5 million damage super. 4 million, I think he probably lives. Let's see, 4 million minus 30%. Yeah, 4 million he tanks for like double digits. So it's when things start to go above 4 million. And yeah, AoEs, because he gets all of his defense when he attacks. So Rosé's AoE will be awkward. Alright, there we go. So we've got all of our ultimate clash done. Is it when receiving an attack, so you get the 10% like straight away? It's when receiving or dodging an attack, he gets an extra 10% damage reduction. So does he get it like for that first hit as well? Because if he does, then yeah, then he only takes 200k from a 5 million super. Also, just to be very clear as well from what I'm saying, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying the hardest hitting bosses in the game will kill him with their super attacks, which is just an undeniable fact. Like I'm not saying that makes him bad. Oh yeah, I forgot that I haven't got this like anywhere. I moved it ages ago for some reason and then never put it like back anywhere. There we go. Let's put that over there. When's the data download? The data download's already happened. It happened on Global about 40 minutes ago, and it happened on JP like a couple of hours ago, I think. Rosé always supers me in slot 3. Yeah, it happens quite a lot that he supers in slot 3. And they didn't give the Fusion Zamasu a new sprite. I have little to no faith they will give the Heroes cards new sprites when they EZA. Yeah, that is annoying. Yeah, so that is all of that done. Watching Squid Season 3. Yeah, I've heard only bad things about it, so I haven't even watched Season 2 yet, and now I can't even be bothered because I've heard that 3's not good. Super Saiyan 4 Mini Goku is in the script assets. Wait, what? If we're talking about the first hit of the turn with the 40% damage reduction, then if it's 7 million, then Zamasu will take 2.8 million. Because 7 million minus 40%. Oh no, hang on. I haven't done the equals. I was one step behind in the calculation. Yeah, 7 million minus 40% equals 4.2 million. So if he's got 2.8 million defense, that means he takes 1.4 million damage. But also, again, I don't know if it's like, I don't know if you're behind on the stream or like the audio keeps cutting out or something, but like when you saying casually tanking 5 million damage isn't good. I already said he is good. I literally just said I'm not saying he's not good. All I'm saying is that the hardest hitting bosses, supers, will kill him, which is just true. Doesn't mean he's not good. There's a lot of units in the game that I really like that the hardest hitting bosses in the game will kill them with their super attacks. But yeah, if he gets hit twice first as well, then that's obviously really good because he'll tank normals for double digits. So if he gets hit twice and then gets hit with the 7 million damage super, then he's got 60% damage reduction. So then he tanks it for like double digit damage. But that's the problem, is it's situational. It's like the AGL Rosé Super EZA, where it's like you really want him to get hit by a couple of normals and then a super. Whereas if he gets hit by a super as the first attack of the turn, that's when you're going to be in trouble. You look like Beard meets food. I don't know if anyone's told you that before. No one has told me that I look like him, but funnily enough, over the years, like I have mentioned him on the channel before, because yeah, me and Sister Ningen used to watch his videos quite a bit, and now like Little Blue's gone into watching them as well. So I hadn't watched him for a while, but like we've been watching his videos again recently. I don't know if I would say that I look like him, but yeah, I do actually watch his videos. I'm the one saying he's okay, but he should have been better. I mean, yeah, I think he's good. I just think he could maybe be better. I mean, again, I don't know if it really matters. Like, it depends what the unit's role is supposed to be, which is what I've said many times in the past about different units. If the whole point of his design is that he's supposed to be like a big damage dealer, then it doesn't really matter if his defense is not as good. But then, like I say, his defense still is good. Like, he still tanks basically all normals, tanks most supers apart from the hardest hitting ones, and that's if like he doesn't get normaled first. If he gets normaled first, he can tank most supers in the game. So he is good. He's just not like, I think that's the problem nowadays with when these EZAs come out, is he's not like insanely mega busted. So then people will be like, oh yeah, he's not as good. Like so apparently there's mini Daima Goku stuff in the files, but I'm assuming that that's part of like... I'm assuming that's just part of the last part of the Daima story event? I don't know. I thought I could eat a lot, then I saw that guy. I know, right? I'd always thought it would be kind of fun to do like a food challenge type thing, and then I see some of those and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm just... I think for a lot of them as well, it's like, it's the time limit that is the thing. Like, there are ones that we've seen him do where you only get like 20 minutes or something like that, or even half an hour for something that's massive. And it's like, oh, if I didn't have the time limit, then maybe I could do it. But yeah, not with some of those time limits. They're crazy. Any tips for no item teams to beat the new difficulty event against Rosemasu? I mean, I guess if you're trying to, if specifically trying to do a no items run, then obviously it's a lot harder. But yeah, I use double AGL Gogeta leads to get my first W. Because that Veku active skill is just so good. Right, stage 2. Yo, Lucky Goat, how's it going? Do banners usually drop right after the discounts go away? Has it ever happened a day before? It will never be before. Like the discount, the 3+1 on the part 1 banners will always have ended by the time the part 2 banners come out. But yeah, this is the team that I used to beat it the first time with no items. I wish they'd do an AC Black Flag remaster. Yeah, Black Flag was my favourite Assassin's Creed game so far. I can't believe we managed to beat it with this team. That's crazy. Yeah, that's my nickname team. We're not doing it with that.
Alright, let's do this.
We'll get the part 2 discounts before. Yeah, we'll get the part 2 info before the discounts end, so you'll know who the part 2 characters are. And that. So if you see them and you think, okay, I don't care about that, then obviously you can then just summon on the part 1 while the discount is still on. Like you still have that chance, but. AGL Gogeta. Yeah, I mean AGL, well, Gogeta is usually fine, but it's the Vegeta. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you mean anyway. It's the Vegeta part of the card. Oh god, yeah, this is actually really awkward, isn't it? I wonder, because we've got like a full dodge turn basically. What if we just do this? I know this is not what you're supposed to do, but what if we just do this? And just all attack. Well, he's supering. Dodge? Good dodge for Gio, let's go. Cool. I actually couldn't tell. I thought he was only doing the AoE in slot 1.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, the banner is probably around that time. Because remember last year the Beast Gohan came out on like the 26th or something for global. Oh yeah, we will definitely be using the Fusion Zamasu in the new fight tomorrow when the EZA comes out. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, the if the part 2s come out around like the 24th to the 26th, then the full reveals are only going to be like a couple of days before. Go Vegio. Do all the damage. Oh, of course he did. That's one of the reasons why I think AGL Rosé is better than Vegio Blue, because every time I use Vegio Blue this happens. He just gets supered and doesn't dodge.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, Tech VB's not great for this fight. I just wanted to try doing it with like a full Fused Fighters team. Yeah, counter units that don't do well against supers are basically always super magnets. It just seems to like have always been the case since the dawn of time. But physical Vegio Blue, yeah, his Super EZA is definitely way better than AGL. Yeah, I meant Future Saga, even not even Patara or Fused Fire.
Alright, let's do this.
So 800k from the AoE on Tech Vegio. But yeah, Super Saiyan 3 Broly is another one of those units that like he just deserves. Oh god. Turn 1 no slot 1 unit. Love to see that. Oh, and I'm attacking Rosé. What a great start. Screw it, let's go all in. He's all in. Wait, did he dodge that? Because we'd be dead otherwise. I didn't even see. I hope LR, Vegeta and Trunks don't give any damage reduction. They stack on 80. I mean, yeah, that's the thing though. That's the difference between Vegeta and Trunks and Fusion Zamasu, is that Vegeta and Trunks are a slot 1 unit, so their EZA will hopefully then be making them a really, really good slot 1 unit. Physical Raditz EZA needs to make him the best unit in Dokkan history. Yeah. I really hope that they do that. All the characters that are like the big memes because of how terrible they were on release, I want them all to get really, really good EZAs. Just to make up for it. It's the Rosé and Zamasu OST. Oh god. Okay. I'm pretty sure my physical Rosé is rainbow by now. Ink Kid Buu Super EZA, yeah, he could be pretty crazy. The unit that has guaranteed dodge, counters, and crit with no condition. I mean, yeah, they will never do that. Just make a unit that is literally invincible, right? Saiyans without limits are already perfect for slot 1 for 2025. Yeah, true. But yeah, it'd be good to have like at least some combo now. 266, that's not too bad, I guess. But yeah, I've lost a lot of health already. Oh. I didn't even see that the next rotation didn't actually have AGL UI, so we're just dead on the next turn anyway. Yeah, last year we finally got a Broly who actually is like the canon like tank rather than always being a glass cannon, which has never made any sense. Oh well, never mind. We won't die next turn because UI just won't dodge, so we'll die this turn instead.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, entire passive just reads reduce the damage received to 0. Where it took like 3 hits total in the first movie. Yeah, but one of those was a point blank to the face Kamehameha, which didn't even, like, he didn't even flinch at. It's still got to be one of the most iconic, like, Broly tank moments, right? Just that face tank Kamehameha. Yo, Luis, how's it going? Most supreme form in the universe, mastered Ultra Instinct. Yeah, in TUR Broly was okay on release. Like once you got a couple of supers off, he could be very good. I always liked In Broly. I mean, hell, In Broly was on my team for my first win in Festival Battles, so... which is pretty funny. I can't wait to see the Majin Vegeta EZA. You guys got supers within Broly? Yeah. Yeah, in Broly's EZA was massively underrated, like, because obviously every other worldwide character was probably better. He definitely was the worst out of those worldwide releases, but he was still good. No Trunks and Vegeta in the data note. Okay, this is actually a good start. The problem with the reps of Universe 17 is that there's just no one like on the team that can tank AoEs. Like, the UIs can dodge them, and then that's basically it. Like, found out Tech Super Saiyan Blue support Vegeta from like 8 years ago got the updated battle motion. Yeah, because obviously they gave it to the Vegeta part of the new Goku and Vegeta card. So every other character that is technically that same like future Vegeta will all have the sprite update as well, which is pretty funny. Haven't been keeping up with Dokkan and unit power rankings. Has Beast really fallen off? Yeah, pretty much. Like, he's still good in certain circumstances, but in Evo does not count as Evo, confirmed. Oh yeah, because he didn't get the thing from the anniversary, did he? What would you do if Dokkan said we aren't making any new units going forward stronger than the 10th anniversary cards? I mean, the game would just become very boring very quickly, because then they wouldn't really be able to bring out events that were any more difficult. Okay, they're locked, so they're probably just dead. Yeah, the mission during the anniversary was like, use the character with the new battle motion, and it was literally the new Vegeta only. So if you didn't have him, you couldn't do it because the friend didn't count. So they're going to continue producing tougher fights but keep the characters weaker. I know, that would be crazy. They want the game to challenge the community. I mean, yeah, they could make events harder but make it so you can use all 4 item slots, I guess. I'm surprised these guys managed to actually survive. You have AGL UI on the next turn, so his revive is up. They make the festival mode more playable. Best event in the game, just same old team. I mean, if I speak. I mean, we all know my thoughts on Festival of Bowls. I think it's probably the worst event in the game. Well, they just took double digits from Rosé's Super. And Zamasu Super. After attacking. That's pretty damn good. Right. Put Vegeta there because he gets to attack before the AoE. But yeah, it's good if we don't die here, like keep the revival for later if we can then use it at a different time. Nice. Just all attacking Goku. LR Rosé better than LR Goku? I think so, personally, but only just. They are basic. They're the same tier. Let's see. Prince of all normals. We got the full 10 orbs, so he's going to get 5 extra attacks. Are any of them going to be supers? It doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. There's one. Yeah, let's go. Wait, what? I wasn't even really paying attention there, I guess. I put AGLUI in slot 1 because I thought it was his guaranteed dodge turn. And then he just took the AoE from Zamasu and died. I was like, oh. So that means he dodged those other supers, like in slot 1, just actually off of his own dodge. But then didn't dodge the AoE even though he dodged during the turn, so got an extra dodge. It's like, what? Alright, I can't use Vegeta's active skill because it's an AoE, which means it will hit Zamasu. Ultra Yap Stinct. That slot 1 tech UI lock in right there. We'd love to see that. The skill issue DT says Goku and Vegeta is better than Rosé and Zamasu. Yeah, someone did say in the chat earlier, and then someone did ask, and I asked. And someone said, like, Truth had a good point about why Goku is better, and then didn't say what it was. Or if they did, I just completely missed it. Of course. So Tech UI dodges all of those attacks and then gets hit by the super straight away. Of course. Yeah, I don't know if this team is going to be able to do this. There's just not enough, like, good reps of Universe 7 characters. And I mean, he's not good either, but I don't have Tech Kaioken Goku. It's just flat out said no. I mean, I was joking. I thought that was clear. But I did then also ask what it was.
let's do this.
Yeah, Goku's team is better, but that's not the that's not what we're talking about. Because that would also mean in almost any possible like comparison, a superclass unit is always going to be better than an extreme unit because they're pretty much always going to have a better team. Oh, good. This is probably instant death. What's the challenge? Nothing really specific. We're just going through. I'm just checking out some different teams and some different units. But it's one of the reasons why I hate rotation locking, because like,
All right, let's do this.
you can go into an event and just be like, well, I'm immediately dead, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. As soon as this rotation loaded in, I was like, it's going to be Goku that gets locked, isn't it? The game's just being a generational hater. Shout out to back when Super and Extreme teams first became a thing. You could get away with double in Trunks. I mean, that's mainly because all of the super units on the team were all fused fighters that then also had either prepared for battle or over in a flash, so they were giving each other like 6 key. I still used to run the team with like, because when those units first came out, I didn't pull physical for Geo Blue. I spent all my stones to get Rose, but then I did pull the Int Trunks. So I would run Int Trunks as my lead, and then have like STR Gogeta, AGL for Geo, Tech Go Tanks, and then I'd have a friend for Geo Blue. It was that took the super for 1.4 million. Yeah, this team just absolutely, like, this event just humbles like so many of the units in the game. It's insane. I really wanted to try out the Family Kamehameha Gohan. In this event.
All right, let's do this.
Try Bugman. No matters. Well, I've beaten it. I've no-itemed it with 2 different teams already. Yeah, Kesa, how's it going? Thoughts on the new event? Yeah, it's definitely interesting, Uzak. It's tough, like I say. It humbles a lot of the teams in the game. And then if you get a turn like this, where you've got like, you don't have your slot 1 unit on the first turn, you're just immediately dead. Or your slot 1 unit gets locked in slot 2. And then you accidentally attack Rose. The good old problem solver, Devil Man, yeah.
Alright, let's do this.
It's because rotation locking is such a pain. Yo, Lazarus, how's it going? Yeah, I've done it with no items with the double AGL Gogeta team and with the Super Saiyan 3 Daima Goku team. Daima Vegeta, even. Oh, stop locking UI in slot 2. He's my slot 1 unit. Like, bruh. So the only thing I can do is do this and, like, hope that he dodges. And then we have to float off Gohan, and the whole point of this team in particular is I wanted to see what Gohan would be like in this event, and I have to float him off on the first turn because I can't put him in slot 1. We prefer this to Festival. Yeah, probably. Because at least with this, it's like you die and then you just jump back in and start again. Like, even if you are sort of near to the end. Whereas Festival, you get near to the end, die, and you've just wasted like 2.5 hours. So... But yeah, shout out to everyone who's here. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Give a follow if you're over on the Twitch side. We are 12 subscribers away from hitting 30,000 subscribers on the channel. So we've got 79 people in the stream right now. If any of you guys are not subscribed, go ahead, hit that button. Was that a normal? Did you take 180k from a normal on that turn? Also, actually have to remember that Gohan, doesn't he have like a restriction for Okay, no, there was a Kamehameha ally in the same turn. Yikes. After beating it once and trying a couple of other units in other teams, I just stopped. Yeah. I don't know whether you mean this event or Festival, but like, to be honest, it's fair for both. But that's the thing, it's always fun when an event comes out and is the new hardest event in the game. Like, it's fun to try out other characters and see how good they are in the event. I knew that middle Goku was going to get locked. Just because it would have been better for the rotation to be able to put one of the Gokus in slot 1. So of course, I knew the game wasn't going to allow that. I tried with LR hitting God Goku, it was a close run. Nice. Who's getting shafted on the 44% ticket banner? I know, right? 44% chance to get a new unit, but 56% chance to not. Like, my luck is so bad with that kind of thing. Like, I was joking about it on stream the other day about like the lotto scratches and stuff like that. Like, my luck, when we were talking about the chance balls, like, my luck is so bad with stuff like that. I'm sure I'll be one of those people that doesn't get the new unit off the tickets. But we'll see. Beat Festival for the first time yesterday, no items. Nice, nice. Ain't no way AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku just got blasted by Rose. By the new Goku. I mean, that's the thing. Super Saiyan 4 Goku's still quite good, but his defense isn't, like, insane. Asked Zamasu, he said the 31% of not getting any from the tickets already has my name on it. I just think that units who aren't dodging are viable. Oh, do you mean aren't viable? Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, that's just the worst thing about locking. It's like, well, you get locked, and it's like, okay, well, now what am I supposed to do? Like... I don't like that this doesn't orb change as well. It just adds in the Dragon Balls, but it doesn't orb change at all, which I feel like it should. Because Gohan, to be good defensively, has to pick up a certain number of orbs. But then, yeah, he just, like, it summons the Dragon Balls, but it doesn't orb change. So if you have a bad orb field for that turn, like, you can't do anything about it. But yeah, it's crazy how much damage Rose, like, fully built up actually does. But yeah, Proton posted a thing clarifying as well that Trunks and Vegeta card art is in the assets for the data download because they are the bosses in that event, which is what we were talking about earlier. Damn, 500k and then 31k from a normal still. That's brutal. How can I get the last 5 tickets? The new missions for getting the tickets, they're now updated. You can now look in the panel thing. The missions for the last tickets are now available, but they're from the events that come out tomorrow. So yeah, these events come out tomorrow, and they will give you the last couple of tickets. Oh man, did I get to 7.5 yet? Not yet. Yeah, the 44% banner is you just literally, the 44% for the tickets is 50 tickets and you just get 1 unit. And it's a 44% chance it'll be the new unit. But you can do it for any 4 of the new units because it won't be available to use until part 2 anyway. But yeah, you can do it for any of the new units. It's kind of crazy. Part 2 banners are likely the 24th. Yeah, potentially. Because when is that? The 24th is a Thursday. Because, yeah, was it Beast last year came out on the 26th, I think, for Global. So I must do the thing called reading. Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna wait till after all my summons. Yeah, that's ideally what you want to do, because I've already got both the Part 1 units, so there's no point me using them on the Part 1 banners anyway. Alright, so we'll try the Rosé clone team again. This one is tough because, like, some of a few of the clones just, like, really can't take the AoEs. The tech one lowering attack's really good, but obviously the tech one getting locked in slot 1 is not good, especially with no tech orbs around. It's kind of awkward. Like, I have no idea. He might just instantly die. Because they get most of their stats when they attack. Or he could just dodge, which is good. Well, as far as we know, so Vegeta and Trunks EZA is just nowhere to be seen. So there is, I guess, the possibility that he isn't gonna, that they just aren't gonna EZA. Hopefully they still will, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen a run where you bring 2 tech clones. Yeah, like, you have to, I guess, yeah, if you run one of them as a friend as well, you can. You have a lower leader skill, but then you have the attack lower. Looks like we're back to a dodging meta. Yeah, seems that way. At least for this fight. I think VNT will EZA next Tuesday. I mean, yeah, they could EZA like a couple of days before the banner comes out. That would be an interesting way of them doing it, but it is possible. Jeez. The free-to-play clone just tanking Rosé's super for double-digit damage. Like, that's pretty good. But yeah, this is where it gets awkward. Like, what do you get with an STR orb? Okay, an additional super. That's not the end of the world then. Do that. Yeah, Omega, like, because obviously Omegas very often have passive debuffing as well, so I could imagine, like, the new Omega could be super, super good in this event. STR Rosé is like my favorite unit in the game. It's so good. Especially like mine's only at 55%. Like I would love an extra copy. Like if I get super lucky with my part 2 summons, then the like tickets are going on the Rosé banner to see if I can get a dupe for him. But yeah, that's the problem. Is like some of the clones just absolutely can't tank AoEs. So that would actually be really cool though. I think somebody said that before. It's like, what if Omega's domain allows you to attack debuff enemies who can't usually be attack debuffed? Well, that would be super cool. Alright, so first rotation, who's locked where? Okay, well that's bad. I think we might just be dead. Oh, we're also attacking Rosé, which means I am basically just dead. Because normally I'd want to keep Rosé on rotation, the tech clone. But yeah, I can't have the STR one not attack before the AoE. which I've then stupidly attacked Rose. I want clone Gogeta free-to-play units. Yeah, the LR Shadow Dragons EZA, I think, should be almost a guarantee, right? Because if we're getting an Omega in Part 2, and, like, they're the next Battlefield LR that needs to get an EZA anyway, like, it'd be kind of weird for them to not do it. Yeah, it's good that all the clones have big bad bosses, because that's what can really mess up some of this stuff with rotation locking, if it causes you to then not be able to get big bad bosses active with units in certain teams and stuff. But because all the clones do have it, at least, we don't get into a situation where we don't have it active. Watch the Part 2 battles be even harder than these ones. I mean, I would assume that they will be, right? But yeah, we don't really want the tech one being floated off, but that attack lowering is so useful. Oh god, we've got the full clone turn. Alright, well, it's all up to AGL clone to dodge all of the attacks in slot 1. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. Because they're both supering in slot 1. And there's one. Nice. I mean, AGL clone on the right team setup with the AGL orb has 90% chance to dodge. And then mine has like 27 dodge as well anyway. Nice. He literally dodged every single attack of the turn. Have you tried the TUR, STR Rose, all types team that passively attack lowers? I have not. Isn't that the one where you use STR Rose as your leader, and then you use like the tech clone as the friend, and then yeah, you just like debuff the enemy into oblivion? Of course, there are no tech clone friends though.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. I was going to say, like, you literally watch it's going to be this guy get locked. I mean, at least if I do this, we have he has guard, but it's not quite the ideal setup, is it? Zamasu, I always will find it funny when a character that like can heals as their very first action of the turn in slot 1 before you can even attack on the first turn. So he healed despite being in a situation where it was literally impossible for me to have done any damage to him so far. Alright, clones, you got this. I'm glad they gave the clones the 50-50 super so it doesn't get as repetitive as the metal coolers. I mean, the first part is still exactly the same. But it's kind of cool, but it's also kind of annoying because the alternate, like the one that's the slightly longer animation, is more powerful as well. So then when you don't get it, it's like, oh, that's disappointing. Defusing Gogeta. Yeah, that could be interesting. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who is like UI Goku, where it's like guaranteed dodge on turn 1, is like basically invincible, and then defuses and becomes like still good, but obviously not as crazy. Like, so he's just like invincible turn 1. That'd be cool. Alright, so we're going to take the super. This is the Rainbow Friend, so I don't know how much this is going to do, but yeah, double digits, nice. 37 million. Yeah, once we can get to the point of starting to use the active skills, then we're going to be in a really good spot, because that's when everyone gets the massive buff. So obviously, because the clones get so much defense on attack, but once those active skills start going off, it's going to go crazy. But yeah, the TUR, STR Rose and Tech Vegeta Blue like have crazy Super EZA potential. Oh man. Was that the Int clone taking the AoE? Just add more defense, flashbacks to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Yeah, I know, right?
Alright, let's do this.
Just when it seemed like things were going very well. Okay. What have we got turn 1? Oh god, we've got full clones, and the AoE's in slot 1, so we might just instantly be dead. It also depends who's locked, because the physical one can go slot 1, of course. I was going to say, the only one that really would be annoying to be locked is the STR one. So, of course, it's the STR one. So, I'm fairly sure we don't survive, like, the slot 1 attacks here, but we'll see. I mean, the slot 1, yeah, is the AoE, so, jeez. Okay, that's not too bad, and then Zamasu just heals. Okay, that's not too bad then. But because yeah, the STR one is good offensively, but not good against like AoEs or potentially the super. Beast Gohan turn 1 before he attacks takes like 780k from a super in slot 1. Yeah, of course the STR clone gets supered.
Alright, let's do this.
That's the thing, in terms of like damage, I think he's the craziest because he can get up to the highest attack stat. But I think overall, from all the runs that I've done, like I think the STR clone might be the worst one. Damn, there's no AGL orbs to get for the AGL clone. That's annoying. I don't even bring the STR one. I mean, I'm trying to do the full clones like run though, so I kind of have to bring in. But yeah, when I've used a mixed team like under the STR Rose lead and you do bring a couple of the clones, I don't bring the STR one. AGL physical tech. Int's good for the scouter. But yeah, for STR, even if you were free to play, like you just run the Zamasu Goku instead. Nice. Okay, good. Oh god. Go get that dodge, buddy. There we go. Which unit doesn't die on turn 1 besides STR, Goku, Vegeta, and Rose? Yeah, I was going to say UI turn 1, obviously. The Year 7 LRs, because they have the 77% damage reduction. But yeah, he's attacking in slot 1 again, so we're just cooked. As in, like, AoEing in slot 1. Well, I can't do anything to protect the STR clone. $591k. See what he looks like. Of course, he's not going to be on the first turn, although this rotation is good. Oh, excuse me. Crazy having STR Rose actually in both STR Rose slot 1 and slot 3. So it doesn't matter who gets locked where, that's the rotation that we want. Shout out to me having a 55% Beast Gohan on release and getting one shot by Tech Gogeta's movie hero stage because it was the first attack and there was 0 build up. Is he doing over 40 million yet? Wait, Zamasu? Who? Shout out to Real Unknown. The hydration. Physical domain Rose can be quite useful though. I made the video about him. Like, the fact that he can negate both of their super attacks is quite helpful. Yeah, Friend Rose can hit pretty hard. Yeah, the fact that he loses the negation in the Scythe mode thing really sucks. Like, I don't understand why, because like if you look at every other part of his passive, like the damage reduction, the amount of attack that he gets when he attacks, like everything about the Scythe mode is just his base form but slightly better. But then he loses all of his damage reduction when he attacks, which the base one still has some, and he can't negate supers anymore. It's very disappointing. Oh god. Can't get an AGL orb for the AGL one. And we're not going to be able to get an int orb for the int one. Well, this is good. Yeah, the AGL one just immediately didn't dodge. And yeah, typically the unit that we wanted to see, the STR Goku Black, was on in slot 7 because he wasn't on the second turn.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, well, he's on turn 1. Watch him get locked. When do you think we'll get transforming or just standalone Orange Piccolo? Man, if Daima's not Tanabata, that would be something that would be pretty cool. $353k. That's to receive attacks. Gets extra defense and then guard once he's attacked. Diamond's New Year's Trust. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, standalone Orange Piccolo would be really good. Should have a unit by now that nullifies locking for 1 turn. I mean, AGL Gogeta does, but only if it's him that would be locked. Like the 10th year AGL Gogeta. Like if the rotation locking happens to randomly select him for the turn, it just doesn't do anything. $11 million. It's not bad. And then he gets supered straight away. Okay, well. Yeah, it's literally Daima will just continue to be the prediction for every single upcoming celebration until it finally is. I did a run in this yesterday where I was getting up to close to having doing 7,000 and something. Yeah, 7,030. And I'd been playing it on and off and then came back to it in the evening. So the run was, if I'd actually completed it, the run time would have probably been 8 hours or more. And I got right up to near the end in the last phase against the STR Goku. And then I collected my orbs for the turn, looked away to do something else, and then came back and was on the main on the event screen again. I was like, oh, what happened? Yeah, I haven't tried. The STR sales team is one of the only big recent teams that I haven't really tried. Yeah, that is true. When Daima is eventually the celebration, everyone's going to be like, see? I told you it would be this celebration, but it'll be the same people that have been saying that it will be every single celebration. But yeah, I don't know. EZA in LR Zamasu is another buff for Cell's team. Yeah, true, because that's the thing. I never really think about cells. I don't have a cell team still made. I've got this random Pycon team, but like... Because, yeah, he does lead Worldwide Chaos and then Accelerated Battle. So any of the new units that are both... Which is like all the rosés. It's interesting. So yeah, I mean, this guy then is pretty good for the team, because if you're running like the full extreme version anyway. It could be interesting. Cell will lead a Mega. Matsu doesn't care about money, only cares about base Gokus. I mean, yeah, Zamasu will be on the team, but only on the 170 though, which is a bit annoying. Can you do Inhuman Deeds Battle of Fate? Inhuman Deeds was... There we go. I mean, it's a pretty small category. He also cares about Vegeta fumbles, true. Anyway, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. So we got the data download, some interesting info about the events coming out tomorrow. No Vegeta and Trunks EZA though, unfortunately. Who knows if we will get that next week before the end of part 1. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's going to be it for the stream. I'll be live later for more Death Stranding over on the Ningen Plays channel. I'll put the link in the chat. I should have done that already, but make sure you guys go check it out. My second channel where I do all my non-Dokkan gaming. The link is in the chat there. Ningen Plays channel. Yeah, I have it on full. I thought that's what he said. Because that's the thing that they share. I don't know. Yeah, the 220. That's who would get the full 220 lead, which is not a lot of characters, unfortunately. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. I appreciate you guys coming out. Hopefully I'll see you later for some more Death Stranding. I won't be live tomorrow. The new events will come out at like stupid o'clock in the morning anyway, so I'll be getting up and recording my runs and getting those videos up tomorrow morning. But yeah, day off tomorrow in terms of streaming, no early or late. So I will see you guys back again for the Friday night Dokkan stream, unless I see you at the Death Stranding stream later on the second channel. So that's it from me. Like, subscribe, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. I'll see you all again soon. Have a good one.